Hey, it's Julie here answering the question on how do I work with conditional formatting in Excel. I have a very interesting example I thought was interesting to use today. I'm going to share my screen really quick and we'll get started. So, how do I use conditional formatting to highlight just the items less than 900,000 in our sales amounts by region table to be marked with this little yellow icon, little circle? So what we need to do is start with our range of data and let's highlight what we're going to be working with here. And that's the sales. And so I'm going to go to conditional formatting and I want to be able to set up some rules in order for this to happen. So the first rule I'm going to use is our icon set. In the icon set, I'm going to pick these shapes. That will give me the green, yellow, red traffic lights. So if I do that, it's going to set up kind of give me the standard Excel format. So I don't necessarily want the green and red. So I'm going to go into Manage Rules and I'm going to click on this icon set and edit it. So I'm working in my Mac today. So you'll see it might look a little different from the PC, but in the Mac you go to Edit Rule. And let's set up some other specific example here with our 900,000. First, we're going to use numbers because 900,000 is not a percent. And I'm going to put 900,000 in here. So now let's pick when the value is greater than or equal to 900,000. So then in the case of yellow, when we're less than 900,000 and let's do greater than 0, then we're going to have yellow. And when less than or equal to 0, it's going to be red. Okay, so let's hit OK on that and see what happens here. And hit OK. So now we're down to green and yellow. So how do we get rid of these greens and just show the yellows? Go back into highlight rules and let's set another rule here. It's going to be greater than or equal to 900,000. It's a classic rule and I'm going to select greater than or equal to and hit 900,000 in the number here. And the fill I want is nothing. I just don't want to show those greens. So I'm going to hit the custom format here. So I go custom format and hit OK. And it's going to just give me no format, which is exactly what I want. I just don't want to show that. So let's hit OK. So now it still didn't work. So let's go back into Manage Rules. And let's see, why is this not working? Well, what happens in the order of these rules is you have to put the stop on a case where if that's the case and it satisfies it in rule number 1, there's an order to these. So this cell value greater than or equal to 900,000 is my first rule. And if that's the case, I want to stop right there and set no format. However, if the case is the icons, then that will be running next. So rule number 1, I want to stop when it's greater than 900,000. I want to have no format. And then we're retaining our icon set just the same. So let's hit OK and see what happens. Nope, it did not remove it. So let's go back to Manage Rules and make sure we're doing this right. Oh, I didn't have that stop for some reason. When I clicked on the next one, didn't have it. Let's try this one more time. There we go. So now we just see the yellow markings for anything under 900,000. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So once again, we were able to conditionally format a table of data looking for anything that was under 900,000 by setting up 2 conditional formatting rules in Excel. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Happy to help. Bye.